Hello, how are you doing? My name is Anthony Gray of Grayscale Painting. We're going to do another seascape, different type of seascape. We're going to use a black, not really a canvas, but I just coated the watercolor paper with black paint. All right, just craft paint. Let it fully dry. It has to be fully dry. This is 11 by 15 inch craft paint. Let's go down to the paper plate here. We have titanium white, we have burnt umber, phthalo blue, and phthalo green. We're going to mix the phthalo blue and phthalo green on the bottom part of the canvas. Water and vegetable glycerin. Vegetable glycerin, which used to be a component in acrylic paint, it help keep the paint wet longer, where you can fade and blend. Okay, and that's basically what we're going to do. On this tutorial, I'll talk about transparent colors. What are transparent colors? Transparent colors, which these two are, okay, even the brown. Transparent colors that when you put the colors on black, it will still appear to be black until you put a lighter color on it for it to be seen. All right, and I'm going to show you an example of that in a few minutes. But what I'm going to do right now is take a varnish brush, a little flat brush here. Okay, I'm going to dip it into the glycerin here. Now the glycerin, it will soak into paper. Okay, but as long as you have a little barrier like the I already prepped it with black paint, fully dry, it will lay on top of the paint. Let's go up here to the board. You don't need too much of this. All right, as you can see, it is glycerin is reflective. It comes off like syrup, but when it gets in contact with air, it becomes more lucid, so you really don't need too much of this. Okay, so this little bit, I can just move it all around the whole paper. All right, like I said, you don't need, it's a thin amount, a little bit is all you need. Because like I said, it lays on top of the paper. It does dry. It's just water soluble. All right. If you make an error, which hopefully you won't do too many of, with the glycerin, water takes it right off like a hot knife through butter. It just comes right off. No complaints, no nothing. Okay. So just keep that in mind. So I just coated the whole thing with glycerin. Okay. And like I say, you only need very little of this stuff. It lasts quite a while. All right, now I'm gonna give you an example of how this stuff transparent colors work. I'm gonna take the phthalo blue first. I'll just use the same brush here. Take the phthalo blue. When you put the phthalo blue on here, it will still appear black. All right, transparent color, just like so. Let's take a little bit of phthalo green. I didn't clean off the brush, it won't need to. And I'll put the phthalo green somewhere up in here like this. All right, go back into my phthalo blue. I did not clean off the brush, not needed. And I'll put some phthalo blue in here like that. And then I'll play around with a little phthalo green somewhere down here somewhere. So make very interesting color combinations when we do the particular painting. Won't have a water line. You'll see in a second. Okay. All right, we're gonna go to a fan brush here. I'm gonna pick a fan brush that's fairly stiff here. I get this nice natural hair fan brush. This is a number 10. This guy right here. All right, we're gonna move in a little bit. Let's bring you in just a tad, like so. I think everybody should be able to see it. As you see, if you don't pre-wet your watercolor paper, it will bow out on you. So what you do if you're planning on doing any type of painting, pre-wet if you paint on watercolor paper, pre-wet it. Let it naturally dry, wet it again, let it naturally dry. Then you can tape it up, and when you put your paint or medium on it, it won't do what you'll see here. See that bright spot? Those are little buckles here. Okay, it won't do a lot of that. Okay. Let's get nothing but titanium white. I'm gonna put the titanium white, nice amount on the brush here. I'll show you down here. All right, put a nice amount on the brush. And we're gonna have a little fun with some clouds. You're gonna be using a lot of this this brush, okay? And we're just gonna take it and we're gonna make nice wispy clouds. We're just gonna take it and we'll spin it around like so. Come down up here. Let's go over here. You see how it's picking up that blue? Just like that. I don't need no more than that. Okay, we'll keep it like that. Now, it may look a little bit garish, a little loud, but that's okay. We're gonna take, oh, you can't see it here. We'll take a nice mop brush here. It's a little bit of makeup brush you get from the big box store. Some of them come in packs of 5, 7, or whatever. We're gonna take it and we're gonna just make wispy little clouds. Take it, and you can see as you're picking up the color, you see the effects you're getting it. Okay, check that out. You can deaden some of the colors, you can brighten some of the colors. It's really up to you. All depends on how much blending you would like to do with it. Okay. Now the glycerin is what's keeping it wet and keeping it moving around. The more you twirl, the more it gets all blended in. It all depends on the weight of your hand, how much pressure you're adding. All right. So you got all those factors going on in there. I'm not going to blend this too heavy. All right, I'm just taking out some of the paint off the brush. I got a towel on my lap here. Not an entirely complicated painting. I'll just kind of do a series of X strokes just to blend some of this stuff in here. The more you blend, or the more you give the strokes, the more it blends in. It's what I'm trying to get at. Just like that. And then I'll just take it, I'll just wipe across. Blend it right in. Like I said, you're not going to really know where the bottom is. Okay. I'm just lightly going over, very lightly. Put some X strokes in there, kind of soften some of that up. Very light X strokes. You're not getting rid of all of your tones or your different values you see in your clouds. And just move it around in circles very lightly. Keep some of those dark pockets if you can. Okay. And just getting rid of a lot of the motion lines. Now with glycerin expands when it dries. Okay. All right, this is basically about it. Okay. So you got a lot of action happening in there. Different types of flows going on and all of that. All right, I don't have to really add any more to that. I'm gonna clean off the mop brush here. Go back to the fan brush. Come down here. All right, we're gonna get into our white. Now, this is where it gets interesting. Because right now you really don't see much of anything going on in here. Okay, and that's the plan. We're going to establish one main wave or whatnot, wherever you want to keep the brightest part. The brightest part is like around here, so we'll stick with some of that bright red in here. We're gonna go. Let's get some paint here. I didn't put enough paint on. Okay, we're going to pop that paint right in there like this for the main guy. All right, then we're gonna come down below and we're gonna just pop in some stuff random, just like that. Okay. And we'll come in here, we'll pop a few little tidbits in that corner, in there like that. We're gonna come over here and we'll just kind of angle things, just like that. We'll angle a few in here, just like this. I know it doesn't make any sense right now. All right, now watch what I'm gonna do. Watch this. We'll start with this one. And we're gonna take it, press, and we're gonna drag down. And we're gonna get them smaller, just like that. Just like so. All right, maybe we get a tiny one there, just like that. Let's do another one. Have it get a little bit lower. Bring it down there like that. We get another one here. Just crashing around. Make it come down like that, and just like that. Can you kind of get the idea of what I'm doing? Where it's heading? Okay. We'll get some stuff going in the opposite direction like that. And we'll put one here. And we have it come down like that. All right. Then we're going to take our brush. Still got a little bit of blue on it. We're going to just do just take your brush and twirl it around like this. And we'll pop some this way like that. Okay. We got some action happening here. We'll kind of liven that up a little bit. Like that. Come down like this. Just tighten it. Just gonna tighten it up a little bit. Just like that. All right. Oh, we'll put some cutesy little things happening up around in here a little bit. Like that. Pop some up in here. Just getting a little action going in there, just like so. Okay. When you're here, take that bright right up in here, just like this. We're gonna put little bits of something right in here. Maybe a little something right there. Just take our very soft brush, and we're gonna go horizontal, and we're just gonna kind of play around with it like that. Same thing here. Go in the other direction there. Play around with it a little bit. Okay. And some of it downward a little. Just like that. Okay, and we'll lightly go across. Lightly go across like that. All right. We'll pat some of that down in there a little bit. Get some of that color. And I'm just patting it down just to get some of that color from underneath. We can keep those there, but much like that. We're going to go back to our fan brush one more time. Go into your titanium white just a bit, just the corner. Just a little on the corner. And we'll just kind of tap in some frothy stuff up in there. Gets kind of big there. Now be mindful that you got this color here. Just like that. If you find yourself the color's turning a little bit blue or whatnot, just rinse off your brush real quick and get some fresh titanium white just on the corner. And you just, give it a couple taps. Get some frothy waves happening there. Come up above here like this. Okay. Get a little thicker white. Really put it in there like that. Come here. Have something happening right up in there like this. Kind of really bringing that white out a little bit there. Okay. Clean off your brush. We're going to add some more of that joy into some of these guys right in here. Bring it on around. Remember, use plenty of your titanium white. Don't be scared to use it. If it's getting a little bit blue, clean your water. Dig into some more titanium white and continue on your little journey here. Come right into this guy a little bit like that. I'm just cleaning off the brush often just to get some fresh color. And you put a few of those in here like this. Come in here, pop in a few up in here like that. Up in here like so. All right. Got a lot of action going on. Now you can we'll put like up in here. See how it's getting that bluish tinge in there? So you can have all sorts of action going around in here. Some of those waves are a little darker. You can put some of those dark waves in here. You got a lot of stuff happening, a lot of action going on in here. All right, I think we're pretty good with that. I can get some stronger things going on in here like this. Get some stuff churning up there like that. And a lot of action happening here. Some of that darkness can be in here. Okay. I think we're doing pretty good here. Your discretion if you want some spots a little bit brighter. Now I'm talking about the waves themselves. Just keep with the flow. Up to you. Just like that. Okay. We'll bring it closer. We'll show you what I'm going to do now. Up top here, take your finger. Get some of that spray going in there. Okay. On the areas where you see a lot of water gathering, just like that. Can you see that? Okay. We'll put a few of them. We'll put a few in here. The closer you are, the more control you have over a lot of that spray. Okay. We'll gather some over here on the corner, right here. We'll pop a few in here. You're not going to see all of this because they're going to be kind of obscured a little bit. But just some stuff up there, just where you would find, we'll get a lot of spray happening there. But you're looking for a lot of power, a lot of action in these. Okay, that's about all I need with that. Let's draw the camera back again. Okay, let's get a small palette knife. Look down here. I'll get a little bit of white. I'll just drag it out right here. Get a nice little swipe of white paint there. Okay, we just come across, and what we're going to do, I'm going to hold on to the knife, come down a little bit, and we're just going to almost like an S shape, like that. Swipe a color, and we're just going to continue it on like that. Get another swipe. We'll bring some around in here. Much like that. All right, just get them going across the interesting little patterns. Okay. All sorts of interesting things happening there. Have it cut across. That's about all I need really for that. We're still not done. This is a 3/4 inch flat. We're going to come down here. We're going to go into our umber. We'll put the umber right here. We get a little bit of this phthalo blue. I want something fairly dark. All right. No glisten's really needed for this part. We're just going to get a nice little rocky thing happening right up in here. Something like that. Get a little bit more blue, get a little bit more brown, put it in there pretty good. And we're just gonna get some nice little rocky formation happening right in here. And we'll have it kind of curved that way. Just like that. All right. Actually, we'll put him right in front. It's okay. Just like so. You just want it to be kind of dark there. Just like. We're going to come around in here. We'll put a lowly little piece of a rock right in here. But we're going to give a rock bottom right in there. Bottom of one rock right in there. Okay, and we'll put one kind of right in here. I know we've got some of that white trying to break through, but just like that. All right, so we got 3 rocks here. Okay, let's go back to our palette knife for one split second. And we're going to cut us some little rock lines in here. Even in here. Squibbling a little bit back and forth. I'll even take some of those and gently aim downward. Very gently. Okay, all right. Go back to our white. I'm gonna tint it with just a little bit of blue, just like that. Don't blend it totally. Just marble it a little bit. Get a nice little cut across. Okay, and we're just gonna establish some very light. Let it just break a little bit, and we get some kind of rocky patterns going here. Now remember, the paper is a little bit on the bold side. Okay. There's a few ways to accomplish what I'm doing. When the paper's bold like this, it can be a little rough to handle. But you can make do with it, trust me. You can make things happen with it. I'm gonna put a dark edge to these rocks because it's still kind of light for me. But we'll do that after I lighten up a few of these guys. Like I say, I'm marbling the texture, marbling the rocks a little bit. Going into my white, because it doesn't have to be totally white. And I'm just putting in some nice little rocky textures in here. Popping in a couple on this side. Like I said, I'm going to go into some dark, and we're just going to pop some of that dark color in there like that. And let it roll off your palette knife. And I'm just bringing some, like I say, some darkness in there, just to make it interesting. Put some pockets on the other side here. Scoop it around, just like so. I just needed a darker color to contrast with that light, that white right in there. Darken that red up. There. Doesn't that look a little better? Have no fear. Have no fear. I'll bring some of that dark on the other side. Very light touch. That's all you need. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna come over here on the other side. We're gonna do the same thing. Just like so. Bring it in there like that. Now I'll take some straight white. Bring it out really thin. Get your thin roll. And very lightly, you can kind of shape your rocks. Now what this does is just bring out the highlights, and it kind of shapes your rock a little bit, let you know where they are actually with all this movement going on. Just like so. You don't need too much. The lighter the touch with the brighter color. Okay, that's all. All right. And like I said, I can aim some of this brightness downward. Just like that. Don't think I need to highlight anymore with this guy. Just get all this thick paint, I'm just getting a whole lot of interesting rock shapes. We'll just put it right here. Throw a signature on it real quick here. And I will do another one with a brighter scene here. It'll look something like that. On a darker frame, it would look pretty much like that. So it's your preference on what color frame. I know it's kind of difficult to see with a black background, but it would look something like so. Okay. The clouds were just whisked in and faded out and whatnot. You know, you guys seen the whole process. Okay, but that's enough of that. Love to see your rendition of it. All it took was a fan brush, some titanium white. Okay, that's really about it. Okay, you even see some of the sand, some of the reflections and whatnot. I could have softly smoothened a lot of that off to make it look kind of like a almost real smooth and wet, like a glass. All it takes is just a soft brush for the land area there, so they won't be so glaring and everything. But you know, it's just a technique that I'm showing you. Let me know what you think, and I'll await your responses. And until next time.